And welcome to this edition of EMS Now Up Close. I'm Eric Miskell with EMS Now, and it's my pleasure today to have three gentlemen from Co-Young Americas with me. Co-Young's, as most people know, they have inspection systems and process control software that have won many awards, and they've been known for having best-in-class hardware and software solutions for the industry. But now their service and support teams have also been recognized as best in class. In their first year entering the Circuits Assembly's Service Excellence Awards program, they won best in class in the category of test and inspection equipment. And since this award is based on actual customer ratings of the service they are provided, it is a direct reflection of the quality of the service and support function team there at Co-Young Americas. So gentlemen, congratulations for winning the award. And I want to take this opportunity to learn a little more about the group and kind of let you brag a bit about how Co-Young puts the customer first. So how I'd like to begin is ask you each to maybe introduce yourselves and your responsibility within Co-Young. And Danny, why don't we begin with you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Danny Han. So I'm a help desk team manager. So we are taking care of all issues from customer and from our distributor.
Okay. That's, and it's Enrique Hernandez, but he goes by affectionately referred to as Kiki. So please.
Hello. Good morning, Eric. My name is Enrique Hernandez. I am a service manager for Co-Young in Mexico. I have been working for Co-Young America for the last 6 years, and I supervise the support team for all the Mexican territory. And my main responsibilities are to coordinate the installations of new machines, train our customers, and follow up their daily on-site support requirements.
Excellent, thank you. And Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave Nemeth. I'm the service manager for the United States, which also includes Canada. So I'm Enrique's counterpart up north. So doing the same things, and I've been with Co-Young America almost 8 years now. It'll be August. So yeah, okay. It's been a fun ride. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's a good company. Mm-hmm. I always appreciate the culture that you all have there. So. Yeah. Dave, let me begin with you. Let's start with kind of just describe kind of the size and scope of the service support team within Co-Young Americas for us.
Right. So the total service and support team is quite large, right? When compared to our competitors and others in the industry, we have a total size of 36. Right? There's 36 of us spanned across U.S. and Mexico, and that basically breaks down to 10 field engineers in the United States, 11 field engineers in Mexico. We have a pre-sales team that also have several individuals that are kind of focused on the classroom training, and that's 7. Our help desk has 3 full-time individuals, and we also rotate other engineers in to give them a break on the road. And then we have 2 MES engineers who really spend a lot of time these days developing tools for our customers for communication and data output and just any number of things. And then we have the 3 managers here before you right now. So as far as the scope goes, we handle the Americas. We handle Canada, the United States, Mexico. There's some stuff going on in Central America right now that basically follows through Enrique and his group in Mexico. And then of course, South America with Brazil and Argentina, where we have distributors, but we are still quite involved with them. And Danny's group is working with Brazil quite often. So that's the scope. And then it's all about support, installations, and training. Training is a big thing, right? So yeah. We stay very busy.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. And Danny, tell me, how does the service and support function interact and collaborate, within, because Co-Young is obviously an international company. How do you interact and collaborate with the corporate teams?
Yes, we 2 engineers can speak both Korean and English in corporate teams. Mm-hmm. Also, KYA has a 2 engineer who are bilingual in English and Korean. they are talking each other almost every day. There is another one I can talk to. The first, the multiple engineer contact one or two guys in Korea individually, but we changed it that way. So we create one channel communication with corporate teams. So all our KYA engineer send their issue to KYA internal help desk first. And the help desk team review and filter them to feedback to each engineers, and also help desk team escalate the issue to corporate team when we need support from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then I'm assuming that you're one of the people that's fluent in Korean as well and can help to interact over there. So.
Yeah, that's correct.
I assume that was the case. I think it's referred to, somebody referred to it as the Danny effect. Having you on the team here is an important element to helping to facilitate that connection with people in corporate. So,
yeah. Danny's very modest. He's actually a founding member of Ko-Young from the very beginning. So
I was going to bring that up. Yeah,
he pulls a lot of weight in Korea, so he helps us out tremendously.
Yeah, I joined the Ko-Young 2023.
Oh wow!
It's
So
almost 20 years.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been over in the Americas then?
I moved here 2005.
Okay, so pretty quickly then. So
Yes.
okay, excellent. Hey, Kike, let's bring you in. What is the typical background for your support people? What is the normal or expected background for those type of people?
All our technical support team must be a qualified and certified engineers in the industry, for the inspection. And actually, all engineers had a lot of experience with optical inspection, because mostly they were customers before joining Ko-Young. So that's a key for the success, because they have a good skills for AY and SPI, but they maintain a good relationship and trust with the local customers. Okay. In addition, they live in cities and strategic cities in both in Mexico and United States to have a better coverage and faster response for the customers. But basically, that is the background.
Gotcha. Yeah. Danny, let me come back to you on something. You're in charge of the support desk there. So in terms of volumes, the issues that you're asked to help with, what are those common issues, and what is kind of your response time? Do you have, I'm assuming you're tracking some type of response and resolution times as well.
Yes, we are using Freshdesk software to receive customer issue and questions. It simply create a new ticket when customers send an email or call. The volume of issue is around 20 or 30 every day. Most of the tickets are about training purpose and asking for part number. Some customers are asking to change or create a new option for their customized productions. And some customers asking for and would like us to send an inspection result to their server. The average response time is less than 1 hour. Well, we are trying to keep this, and I'm checking it every week and add it to the weekly report. And the average solution time is a little bit hard to calculate, because some issue need a support from R&D in Korea, so which usually takes a little longer. When I remove the ticket that goes to R&D, the average response time is less than average solution time is less than 3 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's pitch is really fast.
Yeah, I can see why your clients are happy there.
Thank you.
With that response. Hey, Dave, prior to joining Co-Young, you came from the other side of the industry. Didn't you work at an EMS company, I believe?
I did.
You don't have to name them.
Okay. I worked in EMS for about 17 years prior to joining Co-Young, and then most of it was with one large, tier one company, right?
Okay.
For the last bit of it, the last 14 or so years of it was, that's
Okay.
one of our big customers.
Okay, yeah, I would expect so, right? So tell me, what was your experience of Co-Young during that time?
Yeah. So I was living and working at that big company when we brought that first Co-Young SPI in. I think it was about 2004 when we got the first one on the floor for an evaluation. And going back then, it was even before Danny came to the U.S., we were supported by a distributor, right? Mm-hmm. And back then, I mean, it was all very new, and service was a little hard to come by and spotty, and just really not that good, right? Mm-hmm. So when Danny came to the U.S., when we had issues, we had him there a few times to take care of things, and that always made things better, right? It was great. But then Co-Young opened their office. I think it was early 2011 when that first office opened in Arizona. And I remember them coming to see us and tell us that it was happening at the end of 2010, and we were super happy about it. But after that, things really improved. But for me personally, I was in Asia in 2011. I took an expat role over in Vietnam, so I didn't really get the benefit of it at the time, But I had other problems to deal with.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine.
But yeah, I mean, since then, I've been with Co-Young since 2013, and boy, have we grown and have we improved in that time, just exponentially throughout. It's been a rocket ride. We've been the growth, and then of course the growth of the team and the improvement of our tools and our processes have really. It's been. I think today we're in a really good spot. We can always get better though, right? Yeah.
Always. Hey, it was mentioned here, and Danny kind of talked about some of the challenges in the past year with pandemic. What impact did that have on the service team, their ability to get on site and help customers?
Okay, this is a good question, Eric, because as you know, technical support requires direct interaction with the machines and our customer as well. So therefore, the pandemic greatly affected the service industry because our customers quickly following the recommendations of the public health authorities by implementing certain actions to safeguard the health of the employees and the suppliers as well. Some of these actions were the implementation of contactless processes, increasing the physical distance, the reduction of non-essential operations, and the most important the entry restriction access for local and foreign suppliers. So with these restrictions, many of our customers temporarily closed their operations, I believe 3 or 4 months, I believe that. And another customers, like with a critical or essential operations, they restricted the on-site access for our team. Okay, so for these reasons, we in Co-Young we decided to explore a new tools or processes to continue providing the same levels of support. Some of these actions that we implemented or processes that we implemented were the use for some apps for remote service. Remote service was the key for our support. obviously the cell phone calls incremented a lot, and sometimes our engineers needed to drive for a long time just to arrive to the customer side and avoid to use the airlines.
Yeah.
This is a good point, because for this, Cuyon America think that our team for support were heroes during this worst stage of the pandemic. I mean, last year, yeah. But fortunately, this year, the restrictions for on-site support have been standardized, as you know. And now it is possible. It is possible, but we need to follow up some policies, like a negative test for COVID, use of personal protective equipment, and temperature checks. Okay, so I believe with reasonable security policies, the companies can manage the impact of any pandemic on the service sector and keeping the same level of service or support even during the crisis. Sorry.
Yeah, that's excellent. Now, yeah, we're here because you won the Service Excellence Award in your first year, and the SEAs are a great program. But I'm aware that they don't just provide a rating of how your customers rank you or rate you in a particular area, but they also solicit feedback from your customers. And so it's great to win an award and get the recognition. But my question, I guess, for all of you really in closing here is what did you learn in the process that will help your team to be even better as you move forward in the future? And Dave, maybe I'll begin with you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to receive free feedback, Eric, and something like this award is wonderful. We know we've had a really solid team for a long time, and it's nice to be validated and to win an award like this. Of course, it sets the bar for us now, right? So we have to continue to win this award, right? So going forward, that's something that we have to, just continue our push in the right direction. We do generally solicit feedback from our customers and talk to our customers regularly, so that's nothing new. But it's definitely nice in a formal way to reach out to customers where you don't really know the reaction that you're going to get, right? Because we select customers that a lot of them were large customers with large install bases, and they've had their share of problems with us, right? And of course, so it's really nice that it worked out well and that we got the positive feedback. And so,
no, and I think you're right. You don't want to be one and done on these awards, right?
No,
you did kind of set the bar, but and I do think that companies soliciting it themselves is one thing, but going through a third party, as you've opted to do now through Circuit, makes it a little more objective, right?
Yes.
And so hopefully that's good. Danny, was there anything in particular for your area of responsibility that stands out?
Yeah, I'm an engineer. So I always need a number. So we help desk team has a feedback system from customer. Then we can check. We usually check it every week. How many complaint customer do that. So we are trying to reduce. We don't have that much complaint from the customer these days, but just one ticket or two tickets a week. But we are trying to reduce it and support our customer better. That's our goal.
Yeah. And Enrique, what did you learn in the process, or any feedback you received to take forward with you?
Okay, yeah, Eric. Obviously, it was nice to won this prize, because it says that our customers are happy with this with our support. And I learned during this process that all customers are important. It doesn't matter the size of their install base, because everybody is a VIP, very important customer for us. And at the end, who better than them to judge our activities? I believe that they have the last word. They can say that we are having a good support or not. Okay. Finally, I believe that with this recognition award that they gave us, they just set up the goal that for the service that we must overcome every day. I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, you make an excellent point there about all customers, you know, regardless of their size, are important, because a customer of any size can make or break your reputation too, right? So,
Sure.
Absolutely.
you know, so it's an excellent point, and I think a good lesson to take forward. So, well, gentlemen, I want to end by congratulating you again on obviously an award well earned. Maybe you know, we check in next year to make sure, hopefully, that you repeated your performance here and are continue to do well. So, but thank you for taking the time, for sharing with us, explaining a little bit more about the Co-Young Service and Support Team. And I wish you all continued success in what you're doing out there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. Appreciate it.